covering the Northern Bahamas. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
And welcome back. In keeping with Women's Week, we continue to highlight women within the various sectors of the community who are making a positive difference. In today's feature, we hear from a pioneer in nursing for her caring of others and also her love of labor. Let's go to Megan Shepherd.
She may be small in stature, but her impact on the Grand Bahama community stands tall. Retired nursing officer Anna Hall moved to Grand Bahama in the early 1970s after finding love in a Grand Bahamian. Hall worked in the West End community for some 14 years, delivering thousands of babies from throughout the island. She says that while it was hard work, it was fulfilling, rewarding, and is truly her passion.
At that time, the Rand Memorial Hospital was private, so everybody had to come to West End, if you were a public patient, to have babies. And even from the Keys, they used to come, stay relatives, and have their babies down there. And that was a very exciting time for me, because I was able to deliver over 2,000 babies in Grand Bahama. So I feel as though I've contributed to the growth of Grand Bahama, its population growth. The work was hard, but very interesting, because I had to be up day and night. One night in particular, I had 6 deliveries.
Though she has been retired for some time now, she remains active. Hall says working, reading, and a good sense of humor keeps her mind sharp and certainly keeps her young.
The doctors, I think they still like for me to be around them, especially when they have their private patients. And sometimes when the round is very, very, very short and they can't find anybody else, they still ask me to come in and do work for them. On the maternity ward, I must say, that's what I like best in nursing.
While she still gives back to the community through her work, she also believes in giving to up-and-coming nurses. To those interested in this field of compassion, she said education is key.
I think the experience of even traveling will help them to come back home and be able to better contribute to the nursing profession. And at the same time, I think they should look at it as not just as a paycheck, another paycheck, but look at it as loving human beings, wanting to be there for your patients, wanting to do for your patients, to understand your patients. And I find that if they do that, they'll succeed in life.
As we celebrate strong women, Hall shares some advice to empower other women as they journey through life.
I think you should be there for your children to be a better woman in life, because you could see what your product is. And I think you should believe in something, believe in God, and ask Him to guide and direct your path.
Megan Shepherd, ZNS Network News.
And local fraternity kicking off the Utah season with a little giving and sharing. The group of men also stopped by the Lewis Yard Primary School, where the students were given a special treat. Let's go to Shishina Roll for that.
The men of King Hiram Lodge, number 5, becoming breakfast chefs at Lewis Yard Primary School as they prepared nearly 100 meals for students and teachers. Treasurer Brando Stewart says it was a pleasure to serve the youngsters a hot plate before they started their day.
We did the school already. We did Martintown Primary 2 weeks ago, and we decided amongst ourselves and the group that we should continue because we love to give. And so we are here now at Lewis Yard Primary, giving back again.
The kids lined up one by one, and according to Stewart, they enjoyed it to the last drop.
We have a group of men here who are able to cook, assisted by also one of the brothers' wives. And so we cooked some nice tuna, some corned beef, some sausage and grits, and some water and juice. And it's just an outreach for us. Smiles on these children's faces. Does your heart very good.
Despite the school term wrapping up, The men also donated books to students who went through the semester without. Teacher Nicolette Russell is giving much thanks to the men who took time out of their day to assist the students.
This morning when I announced that they would be getting their books, they were like, yes, 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 I'm getting my books. Children are excited. Whether you believe it or not, it's the smallest things that makes them happy, not really the biggest things. Parents think it's the biggest things sometimes. It's the smallest things that makes them happy. So I'm quite sure that today will go quite well in the classroom with the students having their books and ready to work.
Shashina Roll, ZNS Network News.
And 12th grade students at Jack Haywood Senior High School get an opportunity to showcase their talent, as some of the female students were able to compete in a makeup competition with a Halloween theme. Teacher of cosmetology Stephanie Higgins says that the girls have worked really hard, and also the level of work was outstanding.
I think it builds confidence. I think it's a platform for them to show their skill, because the level of skill, like I said, was top notch, and so it allows them to explore other avenues than just in the salon, in the beauty salon, because right now if they post their pictures, they can show what they did today, and then next Halloween they could post them again and maybe get some customers.
Well, student Christina Mackey and Lenatra Mackey Remy says that they had a real good time putting everything together and kind of creative.
It was very difficult and challenging to go up against your own classmates, your best friends and stuff. I made this wig myself at home, and then I did my makeup in school. I stitched my mold to become a doll for Halloween. It took a while for me to get this look. It took at least 2 hours to create this look. I didn't know it would turn out looking like this, and I love it.
After all that, it's time for me to ask the doctor.
Welcome to Ask the Doctor. Darryl from New Providence asks, I read recently that annual checkups are not helpful if you are healthy. Is this true? Darryl, thanks for an interesting question. There are healthcare theorists and planners who argue that there is not much evidence that an annual exam provides good enough health outcomes to justify the cost. But there are still many good reasons to visit your doctor for an annual checkup. Annual physical exams are a vital part of illness prevention and intervention if necessary. While many persons make sure that their children have routine doctor visits, as adults, too many of us neglect this important key to maintaining good physical health. Doctors can use an annual exam to keep abreast of signs and symptoms that could lead to a serious illness. During an exam, your doctor will ask you about your family history and note your vital signs, including your blood pressure, heart rate, respiration rate, and temperature. They can also note changes in your heart, lungs, eyes, skin, and extremities. As we mature and age, the annual exam can also become a useful screening opportunity for certain cancers, as well as serious conditions like diabetes, high blood pressure, and heart disease. Avoiding an annual checkup can increase your risk of developing more serious medical conditions in the future. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and this has been Ask the Doctor.
And that's going to do it for news. When we come back, a quick look at what's happening in sports.